welcome back Habibis to the AFC and DXB podcast, coming to you live this week from downtown Dubai, as you can see from my backdrop. This week, guys, we're doing it from the boulevard, which is close to where I live. This little spot here is called the Wings of Mexico statue, which has obviously got the Burj Khalifa in the backdrop. As you can see, some people take these photo ops really seriously. Idea is to show you a couple of cool spots in Dubai whilst talking all things Arsenal, and this is the first spot, guys. It's called Boho. Great brunch spot, good food, good coffee, and I'm just going to quickly go and meet my wife here for some brunch, and then we're going to be talking all things Arsenal. Right, guys, the idea was to film a little bit more content from Boho, but anyone that's got a one-year-old knows things don't always go to plan when you're with them, but it's fine because we're still on the boulevard. We're actually at one of my other favourite spots here, which is Boon Coffee Roasters. Guys, anyone that's in downtown Dubai that needs a cool coffee spot to just go to and chill, it does amazing coffee, guys. Great service, great place, great owners as well. So yeah, if you're looking for a cool coffee spot downtown Dubai, Boon Coffee Roasters is the one. Let's get down to business, guys. Let's talk all things Arsenal. Big game today at the Stadium of Light, 5:30 kickoff in the UK. Arsenal against Sunderland. 3 points, absolutely imperative again, guys, just given the context of the weekend. International break coming up. We can build a buffer on Man City and Liverpool, given they play each other. Looking for a draw in that game, actually, to be honest, is the ideal result for us, but it's a win-win, right? Whatever the outcome of that game, Arsenal will come off well as long as we win our game first, and that's imperative, guys. 3 points. It's not as straightforward as last week, I think, guys, because Sunderland are probably a better team in the context. They have better players. It's the Granit Xhaka derby again, and he now plays for them. He's doing amazingly well for them. But everything aside, we just need to get 3 points in. I don't care how we do it, whether it's a set piece. It probably will be. We'll get labelled set piece FC, but who gives a shit? Because ultimately we just need to get this win under our belt, get 3 points in, move on to the international break, get some players back, guys. We have an abundance of injuries. Again, I mean, Gyökeres, Madueke, Havertz, Martinelli, Ødegaard. I mean, there's 3 or 4 starters in there that would usually start for Arsenal that are now out, and we're still 6 or 7 points clear at the top of the league. I don't know how we're doing it, guys. Arteta needs to get his props now. There's a lot of haters out there that aren't saying anything at the moment, just given we're absolutely smashing it, conceding 3 goals in the first 10 games. But we need to keep that momentum into the international break. We cannot let it slip here. Just given Man City play Liverpool this weekend, that is the key part of this weekend, guys. Those two playing each other, and the fact we've got a winnable fixture, absolutely imperative. I want to spend a bit of time talking about a couple of key players. So I do this every week on the pod. We're going to focus on 2 players in particular. This week, it's going to be Oluwadek, aka Declan Rice. And guys, this is not a hot take, or I'm not trying to be controversial when I say this. Declan Rice is the best midfielder in the world. I said in the world, not the Premier League, in the world. And here's why. In a football world now, where players are siloed into positions, whether it be a 6, 8, a 10, goal scoring, holding, attacking midfielder, he is actually someone that can do it all. There's no one in the league, and I can't think of anyone in the world that plays his role in terms of he's box to box, he's a leader, he can score goals, he can take free kicks, he can break up play, he's the engine room of the team. He does it all. I don't want to hear any Caicedo comparisons. Caicedo was clearly a holding midfielder, scored a couple of worldies, granted, but he's genuinely someone who breaks up the play. He's not someone you associate so much with his spraying passes and scoring goals and attacking. Rice does it all. He's an old school box-to-box midfielder. I would put him in the same ilk and the same category as guys like Keane, Vieira, Gerrard, Lampard, Scholes, the last one being a bit overrated. He's that kind of midfielder, guys. He's a box-to-box, engine room, goal scoring now, set piece taking, corners, free kicks, everything. He does it all. So he's going to be very important for this game, I think, just given the form he's in and just given the amount of injuries we have. The second guy I want to talk about, and this is a bit of a difficult one to speak on, because I used to say he's world class. A lot of people disagree that Saka is world class, but I kind of now see why, in that his levels of consistency, guys, are just not there at the moment, and that's not always his fault. It's probably down to some injuries. But in order for him to hit that next level of his career, and I was speaking to a mate about this, he needs to get to a stage where he's regularly scoring goals, regularly getting assists, regularly playing, and not just playing, but getting 90 minutes under his belt, guys. The top players, your Salahs, your Hazards when he was in form and playing well in the Premier League, and of course your top guys, Messi, Ronaldo, etc. Not comparing before anyone goes mad. They were all playing at the highest level, getting 90 minutes under their belt consecutively, and getting GA every single game. And I just noticed last week against Burnley, he had a couple of one-on-ones where you weren't convinced he was going to score. And with the top players at this level, you get the guys like Salah when he was in his pomp, Haaland now, for example, you're just 90 to 95% sure these guys are going to bag. And with Saka, you're not quite there yet. And as good as he is in terms of his overall play is amazing. He's so incredibly and underrated, strong. He's got a great finish. He's got a great touch. He can beat his man. He just needs to get that level of consistency now, where we start openly and quite obviously calling him world class, because that's that next stage for him now. So we really need him to put together a string of performances, especially this year, guys, when we can win the league. We need that one player, or those one or two players, to just push us over the line in those big games. And that's why I picked these two players to talk about this week, in that Rice and Saka are definitely those guys for us. And we just need to start seeing it more consistently from Saka. I think Rice is doing it now. So let's talk about player selection today and team selection. I think the starting lineup is sort of self-explanatory for the most part. Raya in goal, best goalkeeper in the league. Anyone that's watching the overlap, shout out the overlap this week. They spoke about who's the best keeper so far of the season. Raya, the obvious candidate. They spoke about the best defender, which is Gabriel. Best midfielder, Oliver Deck, aka Declan Rice. Haaland definitely is granted the best striker in the league, and by a country mile. Gyökeres needs to work his way up a little bit still. So yeah, Raya in goal, guys. Timber right back. Gabriel, Saliba, the best central defensive partnership in the world. Put it in the comments if you think anyone else is, but I can't see any better centrally defensive partnership in the world at the moment. Gabriel, by the way, I mean, his GA, the guy's either scoring or assisting in every game. Name me a centre-back in the world that's doing that right now. I don't think there's anyone. Now, where things get a little bit more tricky is left-back. We've got three top left-backs at the moment. We've got Calafiori, we've got Nketiah, by the way, who's already becoming a cult hero, and we've got Miles Lewis-Skelly. Now, Miles I feel a little bit sorry for, in that he had an amazing breakout season last year. And he's done nothing wrong, really. It's just that Arteta's gone down a different route for left-back. He seems to be in love with Calafiori. But Calafiori is an incredible player, and he's someone who gallops down the pitch. He gets forward, he gets to central positions, comes out of his left-back spot. The fact that he's a bit more fluid maybe than Miles Lewis-Skelly is. But yeah, so I would probably stick with Calafiori on the left side of that defence. I'm then going towards Zubamendi, Rice in midfield, the pivot. That's the first choice pivot. And this is where it gets a little bit tricky now, just given the injuries we've got. I'm leaning towards Eze starting in the 10 again, just given he's still a moments player, guys. I know he hasn't been incredible this season, but he's definitely a moments player, and he can provide, that bit of magic, or that maverick moment in a game like tonight's, which might get tricky actually. There might be one of those games where we need a moment of magic, and that might be Eze who's going to provide that. So Eze in the 10, we'll go Saka off playing off to the right. Up top, Marino. Let's talk a little bit about Marino in a sec. And then Trossard on the left. I think that's that's probably the only option we have at the moment in terms of our left side. Trossard's been playing amazing. Mikel Merino. When he joined Arsenal, and I don't want to hear a lot of people disputing this, those first few games, we were all like, what does he do? What's he good at? Is he an 8? Is he a 10? Is he a striker? Sorry, I'm seeing some madness going on down the road. We were all a little bit confused, and then that period of games happened when he's had to play as a false 9, when we lost Havertz later on last season. And this guy is a cold finisher. Not just for us, Spain internationally as well. He did it. Remember him doing it in the Euros. He's done it against Real Madrid. He did it all of back end of last season, and he's doing it again now. He's bagged a couple of goals midweek in the Champions League against Prague. And guys, it's mad to say that with Gyökeres and Havertz out, we probably have our best finisher coming in to replace them even though he's not a 10, even though he's not a 9, sorry. So Mikel Merino, shout him out. He'll probably bag again today, probably from a corner. Rice whipping it in. Merino 1-0, call it a day. Thank you very much, and I'll be very happy with that. Right, guys. So this is the end of today's podcast. It's been a short clip, to be honest. There's not a huge amount to say pre-game. I'm going to probably be doing some post-match stuff. If the game is not dull, then yeah, there'll be a bit more to talk about. But yeah, guys, this is it for today. Coming to you live from the Boulevard in downtown Dubai. The two spots we've been to today, remember, Boho and Boon. Boho great for brunch, Boon great for coffee, and I'll be showing you a few more places going forwards as we do more and more episodes. Thanks a lot for listening, guys. Remember to like it and subscribe. I'm still getting used to the stuff. I'm still on my beginning part of my journey, so excuse any bad recording, hosting, whatever you want to call it. But please, guys, like and subscribe. Follow the channel, which is AFC and DXB, and on Instagram, AFC and DXB as well, guys. Thanks a lot for listening, guys. Take care. Have a good evening.